I'll leave that one. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can make it a little easier for you ladies and gentlemen that are into this kind of shit. Okay. Oh, that's my medicine. I got a dying tooth. I gotta take my antibiotic. Gives me the opportunity to tell you what I'm up to. I used to be a comic book writer and artist. I haven't done that in about a quarter of a century. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna dabble with that a little bit more, and it occurs to me maybe you can watch what I'm doing and see what happens. I'm gonna take my medicine for my tooth. I'll be right back. If I'm going to be doing comics, I'm going to dedicate them to Burne Hogarth, B-U-R-N-E, Hogarth. He got into a fight with Will Eisner a long time ago. You know, with all due respect to the author of The Spirit, but Burne Hogarth, America kind of dissed them. Times have changed. I don't draw like Burne Hogarth does. I draw like I do. I took Thorn. When I did comics, I used to do them as Andy Galliano or Andrea Galliano. Maybe a couple other pseudonyms too. I'm also the author of, I'm first and foremost the author of Model Land Cards. Model Land Cards. Now, I'm going to use my, see if it'll make it a little easier. I got a feeling that it's not going to show properly, but what can I say? I'm leaving this line of, the fuck did I do with the fucking thing that I was using? Here we go. Leaving a gutter here for the last panel. Last panel is coming higher than the. I'm going to do this as a two-strip format. I mean, I'm doing a variation of the regular strip format because that way it can fit most screens. This panel right here. Never mind. Whatever. All right. So I might just be quiet now. You can put your own music in the background if you're into watching this. Okay. Okay, this will look good like this. So the lady from Fox News, I don't even know which lady, and we may not be able to legal use Fox News, although this kind of thing is ridiculous because there's movies and comics where you do, and there's movies and comics where you don't. People need to. Now this is going to be the first panel. I'm going to add the text in via computer. Right there. Gutter should be every millimeter counts as far as semiotics. semiotics. I'm probably the top intellectual in the world and the biggest idiot in the world. If anybody has issues with my saying that I'm probably the top intellectual in the world, tell me who you think the top intellectual in the world is and let me have a talk with them. It'd be lovely to find out that I'm not. Alright. I use a dorky voice. I call it thick and cakey voice when I'm trying to explain things. If I sound angry, I'm not angry at you. That's it. I might not even be angry at all. Alright, so we're going to need to leave room for the text. It's got to be... Illustrating is not my forte. Narrative techniques are, and camera angles and sketch-like things. So this is probably going to be called superhero comic, but I think superhero comic has been taken, so it could be called superhero model and heroes or something like that. Now, with this one, what we're going to need to do yeah. Okay. We're going to have to do a little Hal Foster type thing. I know what I mean. No, it's not going to look like Hal Foster. Harold Foster used to do Prince Valiant before Bern Hogarth took it over. Well, I mean, Bern Hogarth didn't take it over, but yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about causing it, whatever. Hal Foster used to do Tarzan before him. Anyway, look it up. Don't talk about comics without talking about Winsor McKay, please. Bern Hogarth would be pissed. And it's not sequential art, with all due respect to Will Eisner. I think that might have been what they fought. No, he was angry about this. I don't know if that's what their fight was about. I think they almost came to blows, but I don't know if it was about the meaning of sequence versus continuity. But yeah, Bern Hogarth was my friend and my mentor. Okay, I know him personally, and trust me, people say he's gay. All power to the LGBT, and maybe he was, but I can guarantee you that he liked women too. Or at least he was very, very happy to see beautiful women. I don't care one way or the other, but okay, this is where the news are gonna. Okay, we're gonna have to. I got it. I'm gonna have to split it like that. Yeah, that's the trick. Got it. Instead of making this like a 10-panel thing, it becomes a 4-panel thing. Excellent. So I still have the rhythm of the regular daily comic strip, but the spacing of a laptop monitor and it gives me room. So instead of doing one panel, my first panel that was going to be the news people around superhero, who's a Latin superhero, who's got Trump sponsorship. Um, we're going to put all the news people here with all the questions here. And, okay. Or, okay, this is where he gets attacked by the model and alien. This is where there's a reference, explicit or implicit, to RoboCop. The top part is going to be the media asking all these questions. But we could make it, I don't draw women real good. We could make this Captain Kyra instead of superhero. Or she could come in later in the strip. And I think with Captain Kyra it worked pretty well. What we're going to do is we're going to make the first panel a little bit bigger and taller, so it stands out. There we go. Now, let me get up my sketches about Captain Kyra. I think I remember the basics, but let's see if I got them here. If not, we're gonna. Oopsie. Oh. I got them in a folder somewhere, I think. Let me see. No. Let's see. Probably either my modeling folder or my Tyra folder. Let's try modeling. Modeling cards and game. Wait. Captain Tyra sketch. There we go. It's under modeling. Okay, now. Actually, let me open this. With photo viewer. I should just copy and fucking paste it in. No, you know what? Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And that'd be cool if the strip was called Superhero, but the main character, or most important character, or the first character it begins with, is Captain Kyra. Then, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Go back to. All right. So she's gonna go right here. She's gonna come right at you. I think we're gonna have a lowered panel here. Okay. Or not. No, that's gonna crop things. So it's gonna be Captain Kyra. I'm gonna scan it in. So let me see what she looks like, because then we're gonna see her from the back, and we're gonna see all the news people that are flooding her. We're gonna see their faces. Okay, what about her hair? Okay, let me look at that. Sorry, I need to have the screen up for a while so I can. Head's got to be pretty straight because it's based on Tyra, obviously, and she holds up her head straight. Okay, her one side of the lapel goes over her left shoulder. This is an incredible costume that I designed for her. So there's no lapel on that, but is the right shoulder go up? Let's have the right shoulder go up. I think it does in the sketch. Gotta stand like Tyra. Okay. And we got model journalists, cameras, lights, asking her all these questions. And then when the alien comes in, it's like a huge cockroach. When the alien creature comes in and attacks, I've already gotten the chest line drawn of the superhero, not the, because I wasn't thinking about it. That'd be Captain Kyra. If you can't see anything, it's because most of the stuff is in my mind, and I have just a few lines that indicate where things are going to go for me. Which, I'll tell you what, for your entertainment, maybe we can start doing a little heavier drawing. So Captain Kyra could be talking about superhero, and they're talking about, what about the sponsorships? What about Trump? What about the endorsements? What about Coca-Cola? Is it true that what's it feel like? What's it feel like to understand that you're fictional characters? When is there going to be a crossover? Those are all copyright issues, etc., etc. Boom. Alien creature attacks. The last line of this strip is going to say something to the effect of, I don't suppose you've heard of RoboCop. And so, because the alien creature is going to have her, or it or him, attack a superhero, this was the, where was the, okay, hold on a second. That way I can see. Okay. I always get fucked up with left and right when I'm doing webcam. So, god fucking damn it, easy does it. Okay. See where my finger is? That'd be a neckline and two pectorals. Hold on. Like I said, I'm not an illustrator. I like sketching for narrative purposes. So, should the arm come out of the panel? Are we going to go that dynamic? Not sure. Captain Kyle is going to be here going, superhero, because superhero's getting attacked. Still don't know if we're going to go out of panel, but and if I'm going to have superhero bend backwards because of the power of the attack, and I want to draw him in a good old-fashioned superhero way, how am I going to do that where he feels the attack without the alien creature covering his body that I want to draw? So, yeah, the alien blow is going to go across his face. That's what we're going to do. Ooh, graphic and scary. I think the joints, like the elbow joints of the alien creatures, should be kind of disgusting. Okay. I might stop talking and start producing. So I'm going to have a smoke. At this point, I'm going to sort of ignore the audience that might be watching this video one day. So you're on your own, I'm on my own, so to speak. with how slow I am, this could turn out to be several hours or a full day's work to have one strip complete, including the scanning and the text. So I just thought I recorded the start of the process. Oh yeah, but I do think it's gonna say allasia somewhere. In fact, before I thought it was gonna end with the RoboCop thing, I thought it would the last word of the strip or the last concept would be reference to allasia. You can go to the allasia, ALLASIA .zoxer, ZOXR.com, or go to the internetmarket.com and see if there's links. If there's a link at the top or near the top. Man can dream. No, man can plan. Man can do. Man can have direction, clarity, focus. Same with tire. I think when I put the logo, I could just call it superheroes. I'm gonna cheat, make the whatever I call it, make it look like the panel that I drew covers the bottom part of the lettering on the logo. That'd probably go about maybe about 1/3 or a little more, or something like that. Maybe less than that of the width of the strip. I ain't gonna have a fucking creative license comment. I ain't gonna have a fucking copyright. You can, if anybody ever likes these things, you can print them. If you sell them, I recommend. How can you sell them if everybody can print them? But say you bind them or whatever and you sell them, I recommend you send me a tip. You can even send me a tip if you don't sell them. So I invented the karmabank.com with dashes between the words, but I'm all about the tip system. If you go through kinkiki.com, eventually you'll be able to find something like that. It used to be if you looked up the Tyra dollar on YouTube, it doesn't have links to that, but most of those videos are private for now. I have like 2,000 videos that are private, and nothing, they were public for like a couple, 2 or 3 years. I started going through the process of deciding which were going to be probably most of them, 99% of them, one at a time. Though I was doing that a couple of months ago, and then I did other things. Oh, by the way, if you want to look at the, I got my hands full, but hold on a second. When I'm done smoking in a minute, I'm going to show you the slight progress that I made with slightly thicker lines. On the white panel at the bottom, I basically did a few basic lines with this torso. The top abs come out a little low, so I did something to try and raise them. Oh, that works. That could work. It'd be interesting to in addition to my exercises that I do with right and left hand, to try and draw some of this with my right hand instead of my left. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few lines that I did for the torso. Myself, I stopped doing push-ups and sit-ups. I used to be able to do at least 50 push-ups in one sitting, and then I realized that was creating too much shamanic energy. Push-ups and, like, you know, at least 100 sit-ups. All right, now, where are we? Okay. The fuck is it? Trying to get the camera to see. Where the fuck is it? It's upside. Is it upside down? Okay, so that'll be Tyra's, Captain Kyra. This would be, we see from the back Captain Kyra's hair right there, and then you can see his hip bone. Those would be his ribs. Can you see the outline of the torso? So hold on. So that's a big arm of the cockroach-like alien creature. Striking across his face. We don't have his face yet. So you see one element of the neckline, the two top lines that define the pectoral, top of his chest. So that's a torso right there. That goes from about the hips and the waist. Okay. See, very unlikely if Allasia wrote me. Very unlikely. But not entirely unlikely. Oh, I can't tell if the lines show up on screen, so if they don't, it would just be anybody that would just be looking with the video would just be looking at my hands moving. Forget if Captain Kyra has let me look at the sketch. She got gloves. Okay, I think what we're gonna do then. All right, excellent. I don't think I'd be getting back to doing comics, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue past this experiment, but I'm thinking about it. But I don't think I'll be getting back to doing comics if not for how good I feel about what I said to and or for Alasia last night. Now with the cockroach type alien creature, I've got a bit of a problem with the oh, here we go. That's where we can put the left arm of the creature right there. Okay. So Captain Tyra or Kyra would have to be surprised and shocked on one hand. I mean, you know, caught off guard, but at the same time, already change it a little bit so that makes it look more like she's ready to jump in and help superhero. And it's looking like she's in. Yeah, I need to change that a little bit. So, okay, not quite there yet, but uh, I have a problem with the semiotics of that creature now. It's too far to the right, too far low. to Fabuloso. Either I make the creature way thinner, or I let's just do it this way. And then I add a body part that comes in higher up to the right. Right there, upper right corner. Right now it's not black, but I've added that thing that comes in, which is gonna change. Oh, okay, can we do this? Yeah, that's gonna change the balance of the lines in the panel so that it's coming more from the upper right corner down towards the lower left corner. And for logistical purposes, I need to make sure that the art, that the style is something that works both for the visual aspect and at the same time not require too much time for me to draw it. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get back to doing comics. How much time we got on the video? Oh, I'm gonna have to close it in a little bit. Okay, that's better. So that's gonna have to be, the creature's body's gonna have to be pretty seriously black. That could work. Yeah, that works. That works. For the nerds in you, online back of this card, if I look at this the front, if I look at this the front, it's different. I made a slight mistake with the printing. This is probably the first or one of the first decks I've printed. Not a good print, but as I said in other videos, it makes it more Pawn Stars, so to speak, as I want to say in my Took lingo. But in some ways, I like it with that with the setup. Although online, I do have it with the original setup. I've needed this card a lot. As I was telling Alasia in one of the emails, it's in the 40 number. I think it's in the later emails. Oh, about shaman and movement and placing of cards here or there on your desk, and the meaning that you attribute to any movement that you make. Left, right, choice of what do we got on this side? Oh, this would be the major arcana. Traditional tarot 21 is the world. That's how I explain the model on cards. But I'm gonna close with I got this over. It's the card that represents me. I didn't design it for the purpose, but when I did some of my rituals later, essentially at will, having effortless dynamics with women.